Welcome back into the OC Fan TV studio. What are you laughing at, huh?
Nothing.
Yeah, welcome back into the OC Fan TV studio. I think this is podcast episode number 95. So we got 5 more episodes until we've hit 100.
We're getting there.
That we are.
It's been 2 years, almost 100 episodes. Hell of a ride. That's
Basically
for damn
one
sure.
a week.
That's crazy.
I was going to say, with 50 a year, you're almost at that once every week, every year. But I don't think we can say that we've been consistent throughout those 2 years.
No, it's definitely been up and down, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But we're here. We're getting to that point. 100 episodes, 100th episode. Hopefully we have something pretty cool we can get put together for that.
Got to start planning for that now.
Yeah, it gives us about 5 weeks. Hopefully we can figure something out.
And maybe with the season starting soon, maybe it'll be a little bit sooner too. So,
I was gonna say, knowing us, it'll be a last-minute plan.
Yeah.
We just come up. You want to record tonight?
It'll be a last-minute plan,
Fuck it,
and it'll
yeah.
be midway through the season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the end of the season review.
That's true.
Just no episodes from now until the end of the season, just because we want the 100th episode to be.
Once we hit 99, you can expect a 3-month break from us, a little hiatus.
Got to go on vacation.
That would be
Recording
nice.
from Cancun.
Ooh. Well, you know what can get you to Cancun is potentially winning a bet, and you can do that with our sponsor of today's episode.
With NFL playoffs right around the corner and the NBA season in full swing, BetOnline has you covered with all the up-to-the-second odds, news, and scores. With additional odds, lines, trends, and info on both desktop and mobile, you can access the world's best wagering information anytime. Head there today to get into the action and see all the updated odds. And remember to use our promo code BELIEVE, BLEAV, to receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Bet online, where the game starts.
Still, to this point, Owen, you are not legally allowed to bet. Joke maybe getting a little old, but you are not. So, yeah, that's what I got for that.
Bars?
Technical difficulties.
No, we're straight. It's fine.
Heard.
It's all good. I just might have had a sped ed moment over here, but we're good.
It's nothing we're not used to. Something that we're not used to is breaking news on this podcast, and someone over on the other couch possibly has some breaking news that he said might affect what happens with the rest of the podcast episode. So I'm going to try to waffle for a second, give you a little bit of time to figure that out.
I'm good.
All right, then there we go. Let's go to the breaking news over on the other couch.
He's good. Don't question him. All right. So,
What segment are we entering right now?
breaking news with Bryce.
Oh, yeah, baby.
All right. So, this guy on Twitter, Jermaine Garcia.
That was really
Why
that
did that-
hard.
I don't know.
It's
there's
the way
so
it's
hard to
spelled. It's
pronounce?
spelled.
Anyways, he has like 101,000 followers on Twitter. He says, oh my God, let me translate this. Gaston Gonzalez will reinforce Nacional in Uruguay. And yeah, Orlando City and the Bolso reached a verbal agreement for a loan until the end of the year.
So he's going on loan.
On loan to Nacional.
What are we doing on the left side of the pitch?
So, yes, that's question number one. But thing number two is that's one of our U22 initiative players.
But a
which-
loan doesn't cancel it out, does it?
No, it does. For U22.
Only for DPs.
Only DPs is the problem. So that's one of our U22 initiative players. So that means we buy down either Enrique or Cesar. We have a full DP slot.
Oh, wow. I did not expect that.
Yeah.
Enrique's a DP?
He's
No.
he's a U22.
Oh.
And since we were using all 3 of our U22 initiative slots, that's what was causing our issues with
The young DP?
with the DP.
Okay.
Yep. So we get rid of Gaston on loan, then we buy down either Cesar or Enrique with Gam or Tam.
It was going to be a lot of GAM.
Uh-huh. But
buy
now,
down 2 of them.
But now it is much more feasible to buy down one of those 2 players and have a full open DP slot.
We can't buy down Wielder, though. We just gave him a new contract, so it's going to have to be...
But it's not
Oh,
Wielder.
sorry. Caesar or
And-
Ramiro.
It's just like, what,
You-
26, 28?
Okay, shut up. Caesar or Ramiro. I think between the two, it's got to be Ramiro.
Well, I think the limit that we could spend was somewhere in the $2.67 million range. And being that Enrique was signed last year for 3 something, he might be the more realistic option. I could be completely wrong on that number, but that's something. Look at that.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, Talone
I
gets
literally just saw that right before we went live, and I was like, damn. I mean, that's
through the end of 2024.
So a full
Wow.
year. And now there kind of goes one of our potential backup left backs,
Yeah.
along with our other backup left back.
The other matches went final tonight. Fort Lauderdale's lost yet again in preseason.
Fucking trash.
It is so, like, somebody said something about them being America's team, right? When they went to El Salvador.
Absolutely not.
Well, and it's like, 1, no, but 2, how is it the America's team when they played 1 preseason game on American soil? Because, like, now they're going to Saudi right after this.
yeah, they got to go play the other big man.
Yeesh. Antonio Brown of the soccer world.
Oh, good lord. Yeah, that's a take.
I mean, bro's out there thinking he's spitting bars talking about the Saudi league being better than the French league. Like,
At this point, give me the MLS.
Honestly, it's more competitive than the French league. I don't know about better.
yeah, the league is more competitive. No, because
no.
all it is Etihad and fucking
Hello.
yeah, just back and forth every year.
It's better than PSG every fucking year.
Yeah, well, that's true. All right, well, that's kind of interesting. And
Yeah.
then you were hinting at it with the Ojeda news. That also broke today, a little while before the pod, from a random source out of Boca. Potentially Ojeda on a loan move to Boca Juniors over there in Argentina. As of right now, and everybody kind of agrees, I know, like in at least the Orlando City like podcasting space, it's very unfounded rumor. Like, this guy is not said to be a credible source, never really hit on anything. So it could just be smoke, but it's something to pay attention to, that's for sure.
Yeah. If we're letting Luca Petrasso go on the left side, now Gaston go on the left side, and possibly Ojeda go on that left side, we're left with Rafael Santos, Ivan Angulo,
Kyle Smith.
Kyle Smith. Huh?
Enrique-ish.
Enrique-ish. Yeah,
Ish.
but we were also saying that he could be playing on the right side. He could be playing up top, and now he's going to be playing out left.
So basically, we have 4 attackers again. Not again, but we have 4.
No, it is back to what it kind of was before, where we're calling for more depth and needing more signings, and we're getting ready to go into potentially our busiest season ever in the ever period. So it's not exactly exciting, but we got to have something. There's got to be names on the board, like we were
There
saying.
has to be. Because, I mean, think about it. A couple months ago, like when the season ended, we're all calling for better quality depth. Now, at this point, honestly, anything will do. Just because we are so thin on that left side, we could be fucked.
I'm saying this right now, and I know a lot of other people agree with me. If we end up with fucking Origi, I'm going to be pissed. I will lose my
Origi shouldn't be it, yeah.
I will lose my fucking shit. If that is the guy that we're getting rid of all these players to bring in, I will riot.
It's kind of scary because you have all these Duncan McGuire rumors of him and
Stoke.
Orlando City supposedly trying to figure something out, but there's a bunch of interest over in Europe, even in MLS. So a DP striker coming in, we're selling all these players. It's just not. I just hope that's not the route we're going down, because
Yeah, we've seen a bunch of players leave now, but we haven't seen anyone come in. And I know that the front office has said, yeah, we're working on a lot of things behind the scenes. You just have to wait a minute, and then we'll see them come through the door. But we're not seeing it. If anything, we're only seeing rumors of players leaving, and usually you want to see rumors of players also coming into the club. Like when Chelsea was selling half their squad last summer, you would also hear rumors about a bunch of players also coming in. We're not getting that, and it's getting to the point where it's kind of scary because you look at the depth, it's not there. And we're playing in 4 competitions, 3 at the same time, and then 1 being the Leagues Cup. But we need players in the door.
Yeah, and the only thing we've got is the one rumor for David Brecalo over there, and it seems like we're being stonewalled by the club, and they don't have any interest in selling him at this point in time.
But he's trying to force a move out, no?
Obviously, but like we don't have the luxury of continuing to wait for this to work out. Like preseason starts, like we play our first match on Saturday. Like let's be real here. Like we play on Saturday. We have no right wing depth. We have no left side of the pitch depth. We're playing with a 34-year-old at the 10.
We have no midfield depth either.
So we're missing a starting center back, and we play our first match in 6 days.
I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry. We've been praising our front office for being fantastic for the last 3-4 years, and here we are.
We're kind of fumbling the bag right now.
I don't know. Is it that, or do they really have a bunch of stuff lined up that's not getting leaked? Because we are a club that doesn't really allow stuff to be leaked until our own social media team starts to post stuff. But it's never really, some journalist leaked it first. So we could just be getting blue-balled up until Orlando City breaks it.
Right, but we're getting too close. You know what I mean? Like we're already in the preseason. We want guys practicing with the team right now, getting integrated. We play our first actual match of football on Saturday. Ojeda's not back.
And
Ojeda may not be back.
on top of that, the European transfer window closes in 7 days or so? 9 days or something?
9 days? Right? End of January?
So there's that coming up.
Yeah, so the Ojeda thing, we kind of touched on it, but like that doesn't make sense for us as a club at all. I understand him being Argentinian and like Boca's a huge club and it's a huge honor to go over there and play for them. But at a certain point, us as a club kind of have to put our foot down and be like, look, we're not loaning a DP player away because there's no benefit to that for us because a loan doesn't mean that we get that DP slot. Depends on how much they're taking on in that loan, how much it is. It has to equate to the transfer. It doesn't make sense. Like outgoing loans never really make a lot of sense for the parent club other than development, but this makes no sense. So at like a certain point, like maybe he wants a move, but you got to kind of look at him and be like, they're not willing to commit.
Yeah, I wouldn't really be mad at him if he wanted to move, because I mean, you'd have to say that he played less minutes than Angulo, and I think he had more goal contributions.
Yeah.
So we always have this talk of Angulo does so much work off the ball, the pressing, the getting back, winning the ball back defensively, and Ojeda doesn't bring you that. But if Ojeda played half the minutes that Angulo played, and I think it's one more goal contribution, then I feel like Ojeda should be playing more. And if that's what he's mad about and he wants to leave, then you got to respect that, or you got to give him the minutes that he deserves. Because right now we're all kind of like, meh, with Angulo. Ooh, Angulo, but you like at this point, give Ojeda his chance. Let him play.
Yeah, my thing is, though, I feel like he is fighting with Angulo for that spot, obviously, and he deserves more minutes, but in reality, he's fighting with Facundo for playing time because that's what the position he is. He's a right winger. Like, I know he can play on the left, but it's not technically, like, what he's done. And Facundo has become such an important part of this team and clearly what we're going to build around. It's kind of tough to be brought in as a DP in the same spot as somebody else that's been a DP. And
Yeah.
So I get it. Why? And especially, like I said, to a club like Boca, especially being Argentinian, like it's a huge honor to be playing for that, to wear that badge. So yeah, he's probably tempted by the move. And him not being back and this news breaking is a little bit more worrisome. But I don't know. Hopefully he comes here and this was just smoke and there was never any conversations that actually happened and all that kind of stuff. And he's here, committed, wants to play here.
Like you said earlier, there's no real solid
Foundation.
to this rumor. There's another guy that seems to do a lot of transfer, just opinion and or news for Boca. And the translation of the tweet says he was offered to Boca. Don't know if that's just a translation mishap there. But if that's the case, that's something. And Boca was also looking at him in 2022. So they do have long-standing interest in him. And I don't know about the offered bit.
Yeah, to me, that's absolute bullshit. There's no way we offer up our DP player.
I don't know. I feel like we might have if we didn't fully get the rules that you were saying that he doesn't come off the books as a DP.
As a loan.
If we were trying to find another way to do it and we get this deal with Gaston down and now we're like, okay, that deal is off. Maybe they were just looking for avenues, but
My only thing is like if they were, like you said, had long-standing interest in this player and saw that he wasn't getting minutes here, you approach the club. You know what I mean? Like as us, we know what we have. You know what I mean? And like Mauricio was probably being overutilized last year, but maybe that's because he was the captain and him coming back and Oscar felt, a sense of loyalty to him potentially. This year, we're expecting him to play much more of a role. I think Oscar's expecting him to play much more of a role. I think he's expecting himself to play much more of a role. Mm-hmm. So it's like us as a club wouldn't be going out and pawning him off. You know what I mean?
No.
Like he's got suitors and people that want to sign him always at any point in time. So it's like if we want to listen to offers, sure. But I don't think there's any shot in hell that Muzi and Ricardo go over there and are like, all right, Boca, here, sign this guy.
Yeah.
So, like you said, maybe a translation gap. But if that's the truth, then to me, that whole rumor is bullshit. It's also like the MLS moves or whatever it was. That started the whole Duncan to Stoke rumor. And basically, Tom Bogert's shut it down, being like, this guy's an idiot, doesn't know anything, doesn't have any sources.
Yeah.
So makes me feel a little bit more comfortable about Duncan, but we know it's happening. It's going to happen eventually, especially if he comes out this year and has another year like last summer. He may be gone.
Yeah, it's going to be another Daryl DK situation. There was already, I don't know about the Stoke interest, but there was the Blackburn interest that I think it was concrete. So there was that, and then
wasn't it
from Belgium or something?
Yeah, I was going to say Belgium or Austria, right?
I
think Belgium was.
Yeah. So, yeah, there's already concrete interest in him. And if he plays well again, then it's only going to be time before he leaves.
Dave, how the Magic looking over there?
Fucking dire. Down 25 right now. Not great.
Couldn't be City.
Down
Orlando
25. City was down 25.
Yeah.
We'd have massive problems.
So Ojeda's not back yet. Hopefully that all gets sorted out soon. Really would have liked to see him play against Flamengo.
Question for you,
sir.
So now we have, with Gaston gone, a full DP spot, right?
7.
What?
I mean, if we were Miami.
What?
No. So with Gaston,
we have the opportunity
to get one with buying down one of our other U22 players.
I saw the numbers somewhere. You guys can talk. I'll try to find
I was going to say, maybe the front office is cooking because with the rumors with Ojeda, if we do get him gone on a transfer, that can only mean that maybe we were looking to get him off of our books because we want to bring in someone that will require that DP spot.
But then you wouldn't have also got rid of Gaston, I feel.
Maybe there's one or two players. If you buy down whoever's
Ramiro
to the
or Caesar.
U22,
right? Then
to get them off the books, maybe we are looking to get two,
right?
Maybe not big name players, but two really good quality players.
Yeah, no, if we do transfer out Ojeda, free up that DP slot, and then buy down Cesar or Enrique, yeah, we better be bringing in two DPs.
Because that's the only way I see it, because Luis Muzi's done a really good job recruiting-wise. I can only imagine that we would want to get rid of Gaston this season and Ojeda is to bring in better quality.
Yeah, I just think the quality's there with Ojeda already. He just needs more minutes, you know.
Yeah.
Like I don't think we're gonna go and find another like Thiago Almada or, you know, somebody like that, Denny Bawanga or something, you know, like Ojeda's probably one of the better caliber players that we're gonna be able to bring in. You know, we're not.
You never know.
I mean, shit. Give me Olivier Giroud. He already said he's interested.
There's a left winger that's on rumored to, you know, heading out from his club. He's French. He could do it in the MLS.
Oh, Painso. Joseph Painso, right?
No, that's
No.
to LA. He's pretty much Galaxy.
I was
Yeah.
talking about Mbappe.
Oh,
You never. We're freeing up a
I
DP
knew there
spot.
was
You never
something.
know.
no, but yeah,
You heard the rumor here first.
there is actually a French left winger looking to come to the MLS, but it is Galaxy. But I mean, shoot,
That's
we
what I was
can
talking about. He's coming here.
we could squeeze our way in there, you know.
I think the problem with the Paintsill guy that was rumored with the Galaxy, I think the whole thing was his wages. He wanted so much money, and now the Galaxy are kind of like, we don't know
Don't know if we have
he
that
wanted
kind of.
that much money.
Don't know if we have the facilities for that big man.
Exactly. So, I don't know.
Fuck you staring at me for?
Well, they're both looking at something over there, so I
Yeah.
was trying to get you to say something.
You two
Yes.
waffle on for a second.
I'm trying to find something.
Yeah, I was
So that would be. I'm guessing that'd have to have been a DP spot, yeah. For was Pace
Paintsill.
Painso heard.
Speaking of our left, this is not what I was looking for, but I looked at something. Speaking of our left side problems, we did sign left back, homegrown,
Oh, Tahir Reed Brown.
Tahir Reed Brown.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's quality signing.
Check the replies.
Yeah.
That's where it's going to be.
What are we looking at?
We're looking for the numbers of Ojeda and Gaston and all those fun stuff.
Like stats wise or
No,
money?
no, monetary. Yeah. So Tahir Reed Brown, 17 years old. I believe it was 3 caps with the
What you
U17.
national team?
Yeah.
Sure.
And then I know he's made a couple. I think it was 3. And then he was a MLS Next Pro All-Star.
That he was.
So there's lots of potential there. Definitely think it's an OCB signing, but
Yeah, it's got to be because we can't be relying on a 17-year-old kid to come in and even in a backup role fill that spot unless he's the next. Unless he's the next Marcelo, then he shouldn't be starting or being like the main backup coming in every match for our first team.
yeah, lots of potential. It's something that I feel like a lot of fans noticed is we're getting younger and Miami's getting older, and you love to see it. Like all the signings we're making are U22 initiative, like YDPs with Facundo, now a full DP, but 17-year-olds I hear, and then you see Miami bring in 97-year-old fucking Suarez.
I mean, it's all progressive. Like you look at it as an investment, right? Like yes, enter Miami, they'll bring in money right now, but in the future, if they don't want to stay here in Orlando, we can sell them off for profit. We can make money that way. Miami, they're just going to retire. They're going to pay them. They're not going to bring you any money after that.
Nope, definitely not.
They might have made a few new fans for that club, but they might stay after. But not really. I see what
If
you're
we're
saying.
being
though.
honest, how many of those fans are going to stay after Messi's gone?
Oh, they are 90% of them leave when Messi is subbed off. So
Exactly.
All right, we found the numbers. Shout out to Mike from Lions Den. You always do some great research with this monetary stuff. Went ahead and put this together. Bryce found it.
So Gaston is out, so it doesn't matter. But buying Caesar and Enrique out of their U22 slots, Caesar would be $961,000, and Enrique would be $1.04 mil.
All right, so Caesar is actually
So Caesar would be likely the one to go.
964 and 1.04 or 1.4.
1.04. So it's not
just over a
much,
mil.
but
If you're
using GAM and TAM,
it's a $50,000 difference.
still money, it's still difference, you know. So definitely something to look into, you know, watch out and see what we're.
Sorry. If we used GAM, it would only be $277,000 for Caesar and $356 for Enrique.
So Caesar.
Using GAM. But if we just wanted to buy it outright,
does that affect? But that doesn't affect. Say we got a DP after that. Say we bought Caesar out, we brought in a DP. Using GAM doesn't affect how much we can pay that DP, correct?
No.
So it doesn't really matter, and unless you get down to the fine print of MLS, which they probably will end up having to. But to us on the outside, doesn't look like it makes much of a difference.
No, I think it affects your like depth signings, like you being able to go out and buy some guys to be your bench players and stuff like that using GAM.
So do we get less GAM per season than TAM?
Yes.
I would imagine so, considering it's significantly less.
It's just so one's used. GAM is used to, my understanding, for players currently under contract on your team. Like you can use, that's where you want to use that GAM. TAM is for your transfers, is your target allocation money. That's the money you get from the league to help you make transfers and get people in and make those signings.
It's like higher profile signings, just not quite to DP levels.
See, that's why we should just fucking get rid of this shit. Because this is like
absolutely.
no dead ass. This is like what, the 6th or 7th time we've tried to explain TAM, GAM, the fucking DP U22 shit to each other, and it's still not making any fucking sense.
So the basic of this, the base salary cap for an MLS squad, this is in 2023, is $5.2 million with an additional $1.9 million available in GAM and $2.7 million in TAM. So you get $1.9 million of GAM and $2.7 million of TAM per season.
On top of your regular
5.2.
Yep.
How much is that total?
So you get 7.1 plus 2.7, 9.8 mil.
Yeah, you're looking at 10 mil a year in salary cap.
And then whatever you spend on DPs.
And DPs, but TPs only hit for 630 something K on
GAM.
of your salary cap.
So of that 5.2 mil in the salary cap.
Yep.
So if you have 3 DPs, that's 1.8 mil of that, which
Even
brings
when
it
you're
down to 3.6.
Yeah. Even when you're selling Messi or paying Messi 127 mil, it's only 600K
Fantastic.
on your. So it's a whole.
That helps a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's a whole lot of, like I said, monopoly money. Like the league gives you extra money to be able to make these signings. You use one for one type of thing. You use one to buy down contracts. And
is it really extra money though, or are they just splitting up that $10 million in salary cap into different spaces?
Well,
that's literally what it is in my eyes.
Yeah, it's getting split up that way, but the way it's sold is this is money. This is the league. This is money from the MLS to make these signings. This is the money from the MLS to buy down contracts, use on your current players. Like, it's a mess.
Like, it's not even from the MLS is the problem. It's just
Your
our
salary
own
cap.
money. Yeah. So, like,
They just designated
why
as
are we
it.
getting restricted to maybe $10 million a year?
Well, because that's what the
Salary cap is.
yeah. I mean, the league put out this plan 4 or 5 years ago. I can't remember, and it's like incremental increases every single year. And then we all expected with Messi coming in last year, we're all going to see this massive boost in salary cap. Like they're going to give us so much more space. We're going to be able to make all these signings. We're going to get more TAM. We're potentially we're going to do away with TAM and GAM, and then it's just
have a salary cap.
no. The MLS was like, we're sticking with our plan, and we're only raising the salary cap by like $1.2 million this year.
I think it would be a lot easier if you just had a salary cap. Keep the DP spots. Don't even care. Keep the U22 initiative, and that's fine. Have your U22 initiative, and then like in England they have homegrowns. You have to have a certain amount of English players in your squad. Even chuck in, you gotta have 2 American players, 3 American players. And then your U22 and your DP, and everything makes so much more sense. And then it's easier to follow from a fan perspective of monetary stuff, and it's not wham, bam, gam, tam, thank you, ma'am. Shit.
Yeah.
There's my little rant.
So, moral of the story: hopefully the front office is cooking and not sleeping.
Yeah, we're talking about Ojeda.
We're talking about everything at this point. It's all our contract situations, our depth, it's just a problem. And
Fucked.
hopefully,
The thing is, yeah, like we started talking about Ojeda, but it's so hard to talk about it and not talk about the whole
other stuff.
the TAM gam.
well,
Try
because
to
it's,
explain it to ourselves.
because it's all fundamental in how we're going to proceed with signing players and loaning players, buying down contracts, whatever.
Hopefully, we did a good job breaking it down. Oscar and the lads are listening to it as we release it, and then we make some signings.
They actually bugged the room.
They bugged the room and they
Bugged the
heard we're
room.
signing Mbappe, so be on the lookout for that.
We have the discovery rights.
I have the discovery rights actually, so yes, I will be making a profit when we sign Mbappe.
Mbappe and Kevin De Bruyne.
And
I thought we went for like younger.
I don't even care, bro.
give me
You-
Bellingham, Mbappe, and
Bellingham.
Now we're cooking.
Declan Rice.
and I'll pass. Hear me out.
Midfield's good enough.
Amenda.
No,
It'll be cheaper.
if we're looking at some of the best players in the world, why are we not talking about like fucking Saliba,
Thiago Silva.
Araujo?
He can fit in the
Saliba's
U22
not leaving
initiative.
though.
Oh, I don't want him to leave. I'm just saying, like, neither is
Mbappe, however,
back to PSG, leaving, but right back to the same locker room he left.
not if we free up that DP spot.
Orlando City signs him and then he gets loaned back to PSG.
It's like we were talking about in here with Al before. Like, man's been blue balling Madrid for
Years.
years. You think he's going to blue ball Madrid for Orlando City?
Damn right.
That would be
Fuck yeah! Who wants to go to Madrid when you can go to Disney?
He's going to lose the presidency of
Yes.
France. Blue ball Madrid for Orlando City.
Yes.
Why
Yes.
be the president of France when you could be the president of Disney?
And Universal and SeaWorld. And Fun Spot.
Legoland.
And Legoland.
Like, do they have what is it called? Epic Universe?
Oh,
At
yeah.
the
And we
building?
got more
Do they have
Universal.
Epic Universe in Madrid?
Nope.
No.
No.
That stadium might be Epic Universe at this point.
Well, I mean, we don't have Epic Universe in
Not yet.
Orlando yet either.
We will.
By
But
the
we will.
time he signs, gets loaned back to PSG for a season, then comes back to play in Orlando, Epic Universe will be finished. There we go.
Oh man.
He
Well-
can drive, I drive.
Oh yeah, that's a selling point right there, bud. You could sit in I-4 traffic every day of the week, buddy. You wanna listen to Puerto Ricans blast their music?
Explore Kissimmee.
You
Gotta
wanna
get that, the
you
Honda
wanna
Civic with
Yep.
the fucking boom boom speakers.
you want the
Tires
ship
spread out a
yep
little bit.
the shitbox exhaust and the subwoofers.
This is an Orlando City podcast, by the way.
It's just the truth though. Everybody here that lives in Orlando knows exactly the
Oh.
things that we.
There goes the water bottle.
R.I.P.
What is that, Evian?
Yeah.
All right. Enough about the players that don't play for Orlando City.
It's
we're
not
gonna-
for more shit house.
We're going to talk about the players that do play for Orlando City in Dagerdan Thor Hansen coming back to the boys in training camp, coming back from Iceland, having a good showing over there for their national team, playing right back.
Against South American sides, I believe.
Yeah.
Guatemala and
Yep.
Guatemala
Honduras?
is not South America. It's Central America.
Look at
And-
you.
Well
It
done.
is part of CONCACAF.
So it was Hunt.
CONCACAF.
What did you give him the cheer?
He's learning.
You just got history class with Bryce Miller.
I did.
We
I
got
didn't expect that.
we got
Oh.
History or geography?
it's
Geography.
The
Geog-
lot.
well, all of it. Look, we got breaking news with Bryce and now social studies with Bryce.
Drink Evian.
Not
We didn't.
sponsored.
Not
we did
sponsored by
not
Evian.
get paid for that.
Actually, nah. Yeah. Fuck Evian.
Now we're not getting paid by them.
It's good water. Makes you smart.
That's smart water.
No.
Oh, smart water is a fake. Yeah. So 2 teams from CONCACAF in Honduras and Guatemala.
There you go.
Yeah, sorry. A 1-0 win and a 2-0 win. I believe he started He started against Guatemala, right? He did. He got to start it right back against Guatemala.
Shout out to the lad. Good showing. Always good to see the boys showing out for their national teams. Speaking of somebody else who showed out for their national team, we got Duncan McGuire getting a sub in.
He should have
I don't know
played
if
with
showed out, but you can't really show out in a Greg Berhalter team.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
you
he
cannot.
showed out though with his,
His hair.
His-
fucking
yeah.
hair.
So that's a talking point.
He needs to just go bald now.
Yeah.
Cut it off.
Yeah, buddy. Let's go back to
Shave
the mullet and the mustache. That was the look.
Bruh, he needs to do R9. The little mustache on top of
with
his
no.
head.
Oh.
No.
No,
Not
I
with
don't-
that
I don't
color
think
hair.
so.
Oh no. Bro.
The color, though, I'm sorry. The
I saw-
bleach
me
blonde
sophomore year
hair.
of high school.
Oh, that was. Oh, what's worse, that or Duncan? Oh, that's a competition.
So I saw the color of the hair, and the first thing that I thought was, I swear, if this guy starts doing this fidget spinner
Oh,
out in the field, I'm gonna lose my mind.
classic Anthony.
Yeah. Not a great look, bud, but congrats on your cap. Love to see it showing out for the national team for the first time. Your first actual minutes.
Wish it could have been under literally any other manager.
Yeah, so we talk a little bit about U.S. men's national team stuff here, so let's go ahead and talk about it.
I didn't watch but 10 minutes of that match, so
No,
That's
you
not
didn't.
like its stomach.
Look, you
Yeah.
you don't need to watch the match because you see a score line like that, and that tells you all you need to know, and we are finished out here.
losing 1-0 to a B squad from Slovenia.
Yep.
Right?
Squad,
Yep.
actually.
See, from Slovenia, you know they're a B squad.
Oh, facts, bro.
The Slovenian people were saying they were their C squad.
Well, even worse.
David Brekalo actually called in.
Yeah,
the
David
show.
Brekalo called me because we're close
Gotcha.
like that. That's
Yeah,
my
he
boy.
said, look, you got to make your club offer more money. And by the way, that was our C squad.
Yeah, I haven't gone to the club offering more money part, but he
You were-
told me about the whole C squad. Yeah,
We'll get to that after the USA talk.
yeah.
Uh,
To
No.
be fair, it was like our fucking
C to D.
Z squad.
all right, but what a slap in the face to the MLS period. Because that was an MLS roster for the most part, and they went out there and got slapped up by the Slovenian seaside.
The farmer, horseshoe, grass cutter people.
Actually,
Their
one of them
land-
plays in MLS.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're landscapers on the weekdays. Talking about Sunday
Accountants of
leagues.
Slovenia.
It's so bad. You didn't need to watch the game to know that. The question has to be asked: what does Greg have on the United States Soccer Federation, and how did he get his job
It
back?
was whatever happened with what's his face, Reyna. There was all that stuff that happened, and then I don't know. I have I hate to say this, but I have zero desire to watch my country play football. I had zero. I was watching Milan versus Udinese over this.
Right now, yes.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, with Greg at the helm, I could care less. If we get Mourinho in, I will be watching every second of everything U.S. soccer related. But while this man is at the helm, there is no passion, and I hate to say that, for the U.S. Soccer Federation because they ruined it. It's ruined.
No, we're going into what should be our fucking peak. Our golden generation, so we've called it, is reaching their prime years or in their prime years, playing at the top levels in the world. And we're hosting a World Cup in 2024 with our golden generation.
26.
Six. With our golden generation reaching the latter years of their prime, where they should be playing the best football they've ever played in their lives. And they are. We're seeing Tim Weah play for Juventus.
Weston McKennie in there, Pulisic at AC Milan.
Pulisic, player of the month in
Yes.
Serie A.
He's fucking Zlatan asked for a Pulisic autograph. When has that ever happened in the history? No disrespect to any of the guys that came before. You are not him because Zlatan didn't ask for your autograph. Zlatan don't ask for nobody's autograph.
Zlatan, yeah, he doesn't ask for autograph. Zlatan gives autograph. So
It's insane. And we have the most incompetent dickhead at the helm, going into what should be our peak.
Yeah, it's absolutely killed it for me because we're just gonna look like shit until he eventually runs out of contract again, and then they're like, let's bring him back. He had more dirt on somebody else or something. Let's give him another shot, and then we're gonna be incompetent for 2030. And I'm sorry, I cannot watch him wear Air Force Ones or whatever he wears, and then bounce the ball behind his back, and then throw on a sub in the 89th minute, and we lose 3-0.
But it doesn't matter because the boys played hard.
Money line.
Don't want to hear that after Graham Potter. I really don't.
Money line. Shaq Moore being in the 2026 World Cup squad.
Oh, he's a starter.
Minus 480.
Aaron Long being in the World Cup squad.
Minus 10,000.
Walker Zimmerman being in the
Minus
World Cup squad.
100,000.
And they're all starting. Like
100%.
Over
Opening
under 13 MLS players in that squad.
World Cup?
Yeah.
I still say under.
It has to be under, but it's going to be over.
All right.
Even for the last World Cup, there was never a point in time where I was confident in the U.S. Even going against
Iran.
Wales,
Iran.
Iran.
Yep.
I mean, England, I was kind of a given that, that's going to be a fucking tough-ass game.
They've still never beat us.
Facts. But, like, going into the last game with Iran, someone that we should be walking over with the squad that we have and coasting, what was it, 1-0?
Mm-hmm.
By what the fucking, I don't even know what they're saying, but barely getting out of that shit.
Skin of our teeth.
I wasn't sure if that was it, but I was like, I'm not going to fucking embarrass myself.
I remember being properly buzzed at Harper's Cell at 6 o'clock in the morning,
For the
reserving our
Dutch
tables. And then I'm confident for some reason. I'm like, dude, we're gonna fucking beat the Dutch. Then I see a bald, shining head on the TV, and all my hopes went down the drain.
And then we made no fucking adjustment in the second half for that game.
And just got walked over.
Well, it's not great. Obviously, for the men's national team, there's no hope right now. Hopefully, we figure that situation out. But what there is hope for is another Orlando City soccer season. We start out this year the same feeling we have every year, potentially even better because of the finish that we had last year and the quality that we have on this team. But you know how it is being an Orlando fan. What is it, Zach?
It's the hope that kills you.
It's the hope that kills you, and we're at that hopeful point right now as we see the boys take on Brazilian giants Flamengo. No, we're not uncultured. It is Flamengo.
No, it's Flamingo.
Flamingo. With an I. Ingo.
Why so aggressive?
That was a Bryce moment.
It was. Got to Americanize it, though.
So, yeah, we get to see the boys take them on here at Exploria Stadium on Saturday. First minutes for Nico Lodero in the squad, most likely, because no Ojeda. So,
Yeah.
unless Loyola is going to start for us,
Yeah.
it should be Nico.
Yeah. Love that. First game. And then we've all said, shouldn't be Lodero starting. albeit a preseason friendly.
Yeah, but we're kind of forced into a situation that we definitely didn't want to
Oh,
be
yeah.
in to begin with. So,
But I'm not. Classic.
Ooh,
Yeah.
English is hard.
Now I just forgot what I was going to say.
I was going to say maybe we could see Facundo at the 10, but then who the fuck goes out right?
Nobody, because we don't have nobody there.
Enrique.
or
Kyle Smith out right. Thoughts?
Kyle
Smith bombing down the wing. Imagine.
Kyle Smith right back. Holiday right mid.
Holiday right back. Kyle Smith right mid.
What are we talking about?
we're playing a 3-5-2.
Flamengo.
No, we're talking about Pedro playing the 9.
No,
No,
Striker
hell
Robin.
no. Robin playing the 9.
3-5-2. Pedro
Pedro
and
at
Robin.
the 10.
Robin's at the 10.
No. Robin's at the 9. He's our most clinical finisher at the club. Then you have Pedro just behind him, feeding him in.
Facundo in goal.
no.
Fuck
What are you talking about?
Schlegel.
No.
It's gotta be Schlegel.
We are putting Felipe in goal.
The shortest.
No, I need
man on the
Felipe
pitch.
as close to Pedro as he can get in the midfield.
For what?
Back him up, bro.
Pedro's
Back
got
him
enough
up.
Brexit in him.
I don't care.
He
I need
does.
more. I need more. More.
All
More
right.
passion.
So realistically, we're gonna see Nico, like we were saying, in the midfield. We should see Cesar and Wilder again. Hopefully they build on the pairing we saw last year. Hopefully Angulo's starts off on the right foot out there or the left foot, either one, score. That's all we're asking for at this point.
Yeah.
Duncan should be up top. If not, Jacqueline, I
Is he
expect.
back? Or
He
is
should-
still
he-
with another's.
No, he should be.
No, that was the
No.
only friendly.
Yeah, the camp's gone, so he should be back. He may not start. Jacqueline may actually get the start, or Enrique, but he's fit. Obviously, he's been training with the men's national team. He played here last year. It's not a new system. Like, he should be able to slot right back in.
Poor international guys got the shortest offseason
Yeah,
of all time.
but it's kind of like we said. Maybe it's not a bad thing, especially for the way we ended off
But
hot.
that's rough. You get a month off and you're going for 11 months after that.
It's the game we have now. You know, it's around the world.
Classic money greedy people.
Yeah, so we don't have a whole lot to talk about on Flamengo because it's preseason friendly. We're just kind of excited to go out there and see the boys play.
Also, you can't find anything about them.
That's true.
And supposedly they play a game in Brazil the same day they play us.
Shout out
That's
Foot
true.
Mob. Classic.
At 410.
Although they did lose 2 games the other day, one to Philadelphia and one to someone in Brazil again, according to Foot
They're
Mob.
going back and
So
Shout out Foot Mob. Always reliable. Yeah. Hopefully we see Duncan dunk on David Luiz a little bit.
What a sight that would be.
That'd be great. Don't know how I feel about that guy.
David Luiz.
Yeah, am I gonna be
Goat.
excited to see him in there, or am I just gonna have all the Chelsea memories rush back to me and hate that guy?
Should be PTSD from all the shit he's put you through.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Is it just gonna be like seeing Lucas Moura in my stadium, and now all of a sudden it's just a rage that
pretty much, yo.
David Luiz. Well, you've seen one of the great double agents in Willian, one of the greatest double agents of all time, and now you get to see one of the other great double agents from Chelsea, Arsenal, and David Luiz. So I think it'll be a fantastic sight. Don't see anything wrong.
you have a double agent on your team and Mihailo Mudryk. So
we don't need him, do we?
we made you guys pay $80 million for him just to go out there and shit the bed
Signing of the summer, Cole Palmer.
for us to go sign Leandro Trossard for 20 mil.
I can't wait for him to retire in 2 years.
Who?
Trossard,
Dude's 27.
retire. 29 is old.
Retire. Your knees hurt. Retire.
My knees do hurt, yes.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, so show out if you got tickets. Be loud. We hope that you have a good
Trossard's
time.
29.
Mm.
2 years, retired.
Woo.
I was on it.
Are we doing the damn thing?
What damn thing?
Outside gate C or no?
We are doing the damn thing. So Zach
we
will
are
be.
doing it. I will be there.
You will be there.
Bro.
I will also be there.
Yeah,
That's news to me.
Be there.
yeah. You guys will be there. If not, I'll be there.
And I will be there.
So
Ooh,
you may see the better fan reacts this time.
buddy.
We'll see. We'll put a poll out there after, and I'll probably get wrecked in it. But
I'll say stop the cap. This
Well-
this is the best duo right here.
Couch v couch.
we'll see what happens.
Couch wars.
You're getting sober Bryce to start the season.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So
To,
he'd actually probably be decent behind the camera.
Depends how the game goes, to be honest.
That camera, you might have to buy a new camera.
But we shall see. There will be somebody out there outside of Gate C. We'll figure out how we're going to get it done. Come by, see us, speak your mind, put your 2 cents in there, and get this season rolling off, hopefully for a win from the boys. You guys got anything else you want to say?
fuck Anthony Taylor.
Is that just going to be a classic pod ending
I
now?
don't even know.
The refs.
We're going to talk about
the refs,
scab.
Oh,
The
dude.
scab ref.
Shit.
Oh yeah, I did read a bunch of that just for this.
Yeah. Do you
rolls
want
out.
to?
Well, just like the pro referees, they're shit, and so are we about talking about them. Because who
Yeah.
gives a fuck?
Well, so the quick rundown of it is that they signed a little extension through the 31st of this month so they could go through fitness training and preseason programs and stuff. That is basically over in 9 days, the 31st. They got through all that. They resumed negotiations on the 23rd of this month. So tomorrow of recording, they want more money. I think that, what was it? They want a 90% pay increase.
90.
90% pay increase. They almost want to double their money, which is ridiculous with the product that we're getting on the pitch. So
Yeah, we're not seeing an increased product, so I don't see that 90% increase. I mean, I don't know what they're making, but it's too much. I could tell you that
If
much.
anything, it should be negative 90%. Because that was
Negative 100.
yes.
you get a new contract, but you lose half your money until performance goes up. And if you have good matches, then your pay re-increases.
Yeah, why don't we do incentive-based pay like that? Like, you call a good match and you get paid,
Get a little bonus.
you know?
The problem is we'd have no referees.
We don't already. That's the problem we have right now. We don't have refs, so we're already in
How the
that
fuck do I
problem.
want you as my referee to begin
Because
with.
I'm better than any of them out there.
Are you though?
Oh, 100%.
Can you jog around for 90 minutes?
Nah, he's a fourth. He's just holding up the board on the side.
Unless you're the one in AFCON from 2 years ago where you try to hold up the added minutes and the ref blows the whistle 17 seconds early.
Heat exhaustion, bro.
It was
Heat
like
exhaustion.
something minute.
There was the first one he blew in the 85th,
Fifth.
and then the second one was like 89:43 as the ref was going to put the added minutes board up, and he blew the whistle. I was like, no, I'm done with this shit.
And then proceeded to continue to walk off the field, have security come over and escort him off and everything.
Bunizio was pissed.
Shit, I'd be too. Can you imagine Alan Chapman blowing the whistle in the 85th minute
He's
and
not
then
making
leaving,
it out alive.
and then leaving before 90 minutes is up?
Wild scenes
He did
over
almost
there.
try to do that technically
Yeah.
in the NYCFC playoff game.
Oh, yeah.
He did try to end it early.
I mean, wild scenes over there in the AFCON. Hopefully we don't have stuff like that happening over here with these scab refs. We'll hopefully have more information on the next episode as more conversation comes up and we have more details on this whole situation. We're going on an hour for this episode. So if you're here, still here, we appreciate you for coming in. All the links for all our content is in the description. Make sure you hit those links, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell because fan reacts are starting up this week and we will not let you know when it's out. You will find out by clicking the notification bell. Hopefully you guys are having a good one. Hopefully we see everybody out there on Saturday and thank you for tuning in.